Hey everybody, my name is Suzanne Jeffries and I'm joined today by my husband Bob. We are going to be sharing a brief overview of the tax advantages of a Shaklee home-based business. Now the reason that we are reviewing this information is we find that there are some really surprising advantages of having a home-based business you may not be aware of, and that's starting to just feel healthier and look better with Shaklee products is really just the tip of the iceberg. What we found after 7 years of our Shaklee business is that we can create or even enhance a financial safety net, not only with feeling better, looking great, earning an additional revenue stream, but also some significant and really surprising tax advantages that we wanted to share with you. Now, my husband Bob and I have been working with Shaklee for about 7 years, and we started it actually because we wanted to improve our health. That's me and that's my husband. We lived up in New York. We started taking some of the Shaklee products. We were amazed at how much better we could feel. We got energized, we lost fat, we reduced prescription drugs, and I decided to make this my full-time avocation as well as vocation. So we decided to start a Shaklee business not only in New York, but to continue it when we moved down to our dream home in Southwest Florida. And we've just been living the good life and enjoying it, sharing Shaklee with everyone we know and everyone we care about. And as a result, we've created a very significant additional revenue stream, but also been able to leverage so many legal tax write-offs. So it's been really an amazing way to save money and to smile at tax time. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my husband, Bob, and ask him to tell us a little bit more.
Thanks, Suze. Hi, everybody. I've run several businesses during my lifetime, and although I'm not an accountant, I surely know the value of deductions, and there are literally hundreds available. For the moment, however, I'd like to focus on 4 everyday expenses that will be very important to you as you run your Shaklee business. The first is a home office and storage. You can deduct all the costs of your home expenses for that portion of your house that is used for an exclusive office or storage space. For example, if your house has a total square footage of, let's say, 2,500 square feet, and your office and storage space equals 500 square feet, you would be able to deduct 20% of all your home expenses, including heating oil, air conditioning costs, electric, HOA fees if they're mandatory, real estate property taxes, insurance, mortgage interest, and all your maintenance and repairs. The second category I'd like to speak about is in-home meetings. Did you know that the cost of all the food, drink, display banners, advertising, promotional items, as well as sample giveaways are fully deductible? You will have to keep records, and a simple way to do this is to put all your receipts in a folder. You could even write on them who was at the meeting if you wanted to, so you'd even have more specific information.
And you know what? We can give you more tips on that if you'd like when we speak in person. But I would like to say we love to entertain. We love to have people over. And it's just a great feeling to be able to write off all of those entertaining expenses. And we'll tell you the things you need to do to make that totally valid and easily doable.
Now, you really can't deduct cell phone or unless you have a dedicated line at home on your telephone calls. But you can itemize and deduct all long-distance expenses in that regard. The next thing I'd like to focus on is your travel costs. Now, when you travel to a meeting or a convention, the entire cost of your travel expenses are deductible. Whether you use a plane, a train, a cab to meet with other Shaklee people or new prospects. If you drive your personal car, you can deduct the mileage driven, and I believe the current rate is about 56 cents per mile. You can also deduct the cost of your hotel, the food that you eat, and any tips that you might give.
And what I'd like to add there, where this has been very significant for us, is whenever we go back home to visit family, and I don't know about you, but we have family all over the country. Whenever we go to visit our kids or our parents, our cousins, or friends of ours, we write off every single trip. Now think about that. If you're able to write off every trip you made to friends and family, you could absolutely save a ton of money and make traveling and vacations a whole lot more affordable. So this is the kind of thing that is really important to be aware of. Now, my kids are Shaklee distributors, and every time I go back up north to visit them, I write off that entire trip. Now, I am speaking with each of them about how they can improve their Shaklee business, what their goals are, how we can help the people they know get healthier and feel better, and maybe create some additional revenue stream as well. But you know what? That's an important but a small part of my trip. So I highly recommend you consider all the ways you could save. And if you're like us and you love to see family every year, think of year after year after year of the savings you could accrue and all the connecting you can do with your friends and family.
And the last item I'd like to discuss is your car. If you have 2 cars, as most families do, you could actually designate one for business and deduct all the costs, including financing costs. Well, obviously your gas, your oil changes, but any other repairs, even washing and waxing your car, and you can deduct the sales tax that you paid when you purchased it.
And how about car insurance?
Yeah. Also, everything involved with that car is deductible.
Nice.
However, if you don't use it exclusively for business, you can still deduct that 56 cents per mile when you're driving on business that we previously mentioned. Finally, I'd just like to close out a little bit by saying the IRS actually expects most businesses to lose money for the first few years that they're in business. So this doesn't necessarily provide a red flag to them when you have a lot of deductions. Once your business is profitable, then you can establish an SEP or an IRA or give to charity, or even invest in other interests or increase your business entertainment, such as by buying a boat. In the meantime, if you have other taxable income, you can use your Shaklee deductions to offset it. As Suzanne said before, you can even travel to see friends or family back home and deduct those travel costs as long as you discuss your Shaklee business with them while you're there. Other deductions that I didn't mention before include advertising, bank fees, cleaning costs, commissions, computer expenses, dues and subscriptions that you pay, insurance, parking, tolls, postage, printing or copying costs, inventory, maintenance, and even website expenses. I hope this gives you an idea of just how beneficial a home-based Shaklee business can be for your bottom line as you're helping other people make money and getting healthy. This is a true win-win for everyone.
You know, Bob, that's such a great point. It really is. There's just literally no downside to having a Shaklee business, helping yourself and your family, people you care about, get healthier. If they're interested in additional revenue, helping them get wealthier, and helping everybody keep more money at tax time, it's a beautiful thing. Now, for us, we were able to move down to Florida, and we did not need a mortgage for purchasing our dream house down here in Southwest Florida. We go on all kinds of all expenses paid trips and travel, courtesy of Shaklee. We've been on 7 so far, and they've been incredible. So if you're really looking to create a luxury lifestyle and to feel amazing and look great as you're enjoying it, I highly recommend that you talk to either us or the person who invited you about all the taxes that you can deduct from your Shaklee home-based business. Now, again, speak with your accountant for the most up-to-date federal and state tax regulations, because these regulations do differ state by state. And of course, the federal tax regulations tend to change occasionally. But if you're interested in learning more about Shaklee, talk to me, if Bob or I are the people who invited you, or contact the person who shared this video with you. We are more than happy to go into a little bit more about how this could really change the entire trajectory of your life and make the rest of your life the best of your life. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope this was helpful, and we hope you have a beautiful day.